All right, it's the afternoon on Q101 Merritt's Music Mix. My name is Jesse Paculat, and it's time for Better Know Ascent. On the show today, we got the captain, Tyrell Buckley. What's happening, Tyrell?
Not too much. How are you doing?
Good, buddy, good. So let's talk about it. How did you become captain? Was it a vote for the players, or was it chosen by the coaches?
It was a coach's decision.
Okay,
Yeah.
so strictly the coach's decision. So they saw you as the leader of the team. So how did that feel?
I felt pretty good. Obviously, to have their respect and confidence to be the captain is nice.
Now, you can be honest too. I mean, when you came into this season, did you think that you had a chance at leading this team?
Yeah, I definitely will. I'm my fourth year here, and I wore an A last year as well. So I knew coming into it I was going to have to be a leader and play that role for this team. We have a lot of new guys, so just trying to help the new guys as much as I can.
Let's talk about that role, actually, just in case, for those listeners who don't really know that much. For the captain, I mean, what does that do? Like, you kind of talk to the refs, kind of relaying messages from your coach type of deal.
Yeah, on ice, you can talk to the refs. Yeah, exactly. You have to relay that message, and then obviously in the room you want to lead that way, talk to the boys in the room, and just outside the rink doing volunteer work. Got to make sure everybody's on time for things and knows what they're doing.
Do you act as a judge, I guess, for those instances where the rookies have to go to rookie court?
For court? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So you're like the determining factor in whether or not they have to pay a fine.
We have a board. We have a board for those. So,
okay, so it's
it's
really organized.
It's a group effort. Yeah, it's an organized group. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this year. You are named the captains. Do you still do those captains conferences?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, captains conferences. Yeah, Jerry was there the last one.
Jerry Dingleberry, we're talking about the team fan captain right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys, I guess it's just a brief for the year. Like, here's what the players are doing. Here's what the fans are going to bring to the table, type of deal.
Yeah, we try to meet with him and then just make sure we're on the same page as players and then as fans. He's running the fans, so yeah, it's good to be on board with him as well.
I know I follow his lead. I'd follow him to heck and back, no doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
Let's talk about your summer, man. How was it?
It was good. It was a good time.
What's the best part? Does anything stick out most?
Best part? I don't know. A couple of my buddies I hadn't seen for a while came back and actually trained with me in the summer. We had a bigger group, and a couple of guys that I played with about 4 years ago came back for the summer, and I saw them, which was good to spend some more time with them, and before they went off and played their seasons somewhere else. So
just catching up with old buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
How was that team building thing? I remember Jake was telling me Joe played a pretty decent trick on you guys with a bear encounter.
Yeah, he did.
Who did it get?
Oh, my tent. Well, not me personally, but I was in a tent with Rylan Van Unen, and we'd already fallen asleep for about an hour, and then it was about 12:30, I think, when he did the bear noises, but he woke up in a panic, and he was freaking out because we had some food in our tent, so he was freaking out a lot.
So he got.
Yeah, he did, for sure. It's pretty funny.
Oh, Joe. What a prankster, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's bring back this. Let's bring back tic-tac-toe. We're doing that again this year. It's a little bit different this year. So we had Jake and Vince on previously. So now we'll put you behind the bench as the coach. No longer the captain, but now Joe, Matt, and Brandon. Say the situation is in overtime. You guys get the game-winning goal. How do you see it going down? How does tic-tac-toe happen?
I'm going to give Matt the puck first. He's going to make the first pass, which is a pretty simple one. Just a 5-footer. Make it easy for him. Make sure he's close. We got the Joe close by. So Matt makes that first pass to Joe. Then I'm going Brandon to the net. He's a bigger guy, so I'm going to go harder than that. Joe's going to make that pass. Bang. Brandon's going to put that in every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give the new guy.
Yeah, give the new guy some pressure, but I think he could handle it.
Yeah. All right. Right on, man. Samson gets it going. He gets it over to Joe, over to Brandon, and that's it. Tic-tac-toe.
Exactly.
Game over.
That's game over. Yeah. OT winner.
Handshakes.
Yep.
Excellent.
Game set.
Sometimes to get those types of goals, I mean, people kind of rely on some weird things, some superstition. You superstitious fella yourself? Do you have any rituals?
A few rituals, but nothing too crazy, I think.
Is there a crazy one on the team that you can tell us about? Or maybe just in your career as a hockey player, what's the craziest ritual you think you've seen?
I had a weird one my first year. One guy would say, a guy on our team would make another guy on his team quote a line from Miracle, the movie,
Okay.
and ask him right before the game a quote from Miracle. And they kind of changed it up. It was kind of weird, but yeah, it's something he had to do.
So it was the same question every time from Miracle?
No, it was a different one. They just had to say a different line.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. But
Different lines from Miracle, and that would
fire
pump
him up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a weird one. Did it work?
Yeah, I guess it worked. It was Diego Cuguileta, so
Okay.
he's a pretty good player.
This year, going into the NHL, like anybody else stick out like last year in the playoffs? Did anybody grab your attention as far as defensemen?
Defenseman-wise, probably Brent Burns, too. He's a pretty good player. He had a good year last year. He's a good player.
AKA the beauty?
Yeah, good beard. Holy. Nice teeth.
Puck taken away by the Centennials. A chance for them the other way. Mike Rigish down the right side moves in. Rigish hits the trailer man. Buckley a shot. Scores! Tyrell Buckley! The Centennials have forced the game 7! Tyrell Buckley! We're going to game 7, baby!
Okay, so that was the clip of last year's Game 6 overtime winning goal that you scored. Rigish, over to you. I was in the stands watching that. And, of course, we've all heard that Mantar call over and over again. Mm-hmm. Take us through your mind down that play.
Yeah, that play, what I remember from it is they turned it over at our line, and I just saw a chance to jump up. And from what I heard, Joe was yelling, stay back, stay back, stay back, because if we missed the net, it would have been probably a 2-on-1 the other way for them. But I'd come up in the middle, and Rigush passed it to the middle to me. I just tried to shoot it as quick as I could, and I didn't really even see it go in at first. I just heard the crowd, obviously, and yeah, it was a pretty cool moment.
I was the same way. I didn't really see it go in, but I knew it was in.
Yeah.
I reacted accordingly along with everybody else. So that's pretty interesting. Joe is still kind of just being that coach, making sure like he wanted to be safe, stay back, but in the end it resulted in going to Game 7. And man, what a heck of a ride that was.
Yeah, it was for sure.
Definitely enjoyed it as a fan, I'll tell you that. All right, time to make him laugh, see if I can make him laugh. Hopefully I didn't tell you this joke last year. Hopefully you haven't heard it yet. Once I had a part-time job as a bartender.
Okay.
Part of the job of being a bartender, they teach you early on, is to not serve the drunkards. If they've had too much to drink, don't serve them. I mean, they also tell you how to make drinks and whatnot, but that's another thing they tell you.
Yeah.
I remember I was closing up one night. It was getting late. This fella comes in. He's been drinking. He's 3 sheets to the wind. Mm-hmm. You know, he steps up to the bar, and I just tell him, I'm like, hey, fella, I can't serve you. What are you doing here? You know, you've been drinking. And he says, oh, I don't want to drink. I just want to throw a dart at your dartboard. So I said, oh, that's a little dangerous, man. You're drunk. Come on, man. He says, come on. And I say, all right, fine. 1 dart. That's it. So he takes the dart, throws it at the dartboard. Bullseye. Gets it. What an amazing shot.
Yeah.
So I was pretty impressed. And then he says to me, what do I win? I'm kind of confused. I don't know what you win. You know, I'm kind of looking around, you know, and then in the drawer there, I remember seeing there was a turtle in a shoebox.
Okay.
It was there because I originally bought it for my cousin. I thought it would be a good birthday gift, but then I thought, he's probably just going to put it on its back until it dies or something, you know, something cruel like what kids do.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd just give it to this guy, you know, the guy that got the dartboard there. So off he goes with it. And I just kind of forgot about it. 2 weeks later, this guy comes in again. I'm closing up shop, and he's in there again.
Yeah.
3 sheets to the wind again.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, buddy, you know, I can't serve you. What are you doing here? I can give you some water if you want some water. And he says, I don't want water. I don't want a drink. I just want to throw a dart at your dartboard. So I said, well, come on, man. You already did that once. Are we going to go through this again?
Yeah.
Come on, you can't do it again. There's no way.
No.
He's like, come on, give me one more. All right, so fine. I'll give him 1 more dart. He throws it at the dartboard. Bullseye. Gets it again. Amazing. And he says to me, what do I win? And I'm kind of confused again. I'm thinking, I don't know. What do you win? What'd you win last time? He says, oh, last time I won a roast beef on a hard roll. It was the turtle. Crazy, man.
Yeah. The guy's nuts.
Sure is. Well, you got a bit of a laugh there.
Chuckle.
I don't know.
Not bad. Not the worst joke I've ever heard.
All right, I'll consider that an overtime loss.
Get a point.
Yeah.
Get a point out of it.
I think it's worthy of a point at least.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a snicker out of the captain. It's
a good effort.
It's hard enough making a hockey player laugh. It's harder to make the captain laugh, you know?
I guess so.
I got to stay serious.
Yeah. Captain serious.
Tyrell, man, great having you on again. And to end it, I'll do this. We're doing something a little new this year, too. Sense requests. What song do you want to play for the listeners today?
Let's go with On the Floor, Pitbull.
Pitbull
banger.
and J-Lo.
Yeah.
All right, on the floor. It's Pitbull and Jennifer Lopez on Q101. Thank you, Tyrell.
Problem. Thanks for having me.